have to do any of this stuff is on the weekend. You know? I mean, I've got, there's my big compressor, but it's not plumbed in yet.
So you're spending time doing all that, right?
It's got a great PVC pipe and use that.
I've already run the PVC pipe up it all across and down. I just have to finish running it, and I've got, here's my, yeah, here's my regulator. No, it's a regulator. Yeah, this is the regulator. The water trap should be going today.
Yeah, you need all that.
And then I'll build the thing and then fix it to
That is an enormous compressor.
the wall.
How much was that?
Well,
They were getting rid of the one over at, and you got the old one?
yeah,
How much? $500 or something?
no, way less than that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like a $1,500 compressor.
Looks like it's brand new.
I got it, I paid $200. They gave me the compressor. For $200, I had to pay for the compressor, okay? From work, I got for free my motorcycle lift and also my 20-ton press. I got those two things for free. So basically, for $200, I got the compressor, the lift, and my press. So, yeah, and this is what I worked off of for years.
Do you paint your own stuff?
I don't paint, it depends on what it is. I mean, the cases and other cylinder, all that, oh yeah, all that shit. But
It's not rattle can though. You use.
No, it's rattle canned.
Oh, it is rattle can.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Matter of fact, this 370. Here's what I'm classifying my works 370.
Yeah, I saw that in parts. I was doing the 100 video.
I actually, I watched that. You can see it. Yeah, this is done by rattle can.
Those are real Works forks.
Well, I've got news
That's
to
the
tell
works
you
for
about
it.
them.
Wow.
But I mean, that was all rattle canned, and you see how nice that came out.
So what do you use?
I just use, depends. But I've got now, I have a kit that was given to us.
Is that the Works motor right there?
No, that's the motor, what I call the Works bike. The reason I call that a Works bike is because that is a Works swing arm that came off of Garrett Wolsink's bike. Let me slide this. Move this over.
These triple clamps are small, thin, probably light.
So you just pour the paint in there and spray it?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you have to reduce it down to that, but yeah. I mean, I haven't done anything with that, Joe, because I just got that.
Pitching. Well, everything's
Painting's hard.
polyurethane now. It's not enamel or shellac or anything anymore. You can't stuff the bike. Hard to find. You can, but it's not easy.
Oh, you do not want to try to pick that thing up. How heavy is that bike?
It's not that heavy.
No?
Just why pick it up if I don't have to. But you can see now, that's a factory work swing arm that came off of Garrett Wolsink's bike. The front forks, those were
Customer aftermarket?
No, they were KYB Pro suspension. It was KYB's Works forks.
They sold that to the public. You had like $1,100 or $800, you could buy those forks.
Right.
People, oh my God, you could buy a whole bike for $800. Why would you buy that?
Yeah, you wouldn't even pay $800 for the bike.
Yes.
But the shocks that are on the TM 125 back here is also KYB Pro suspension air shocks. Those are the ones off of the. And I was running through a magazine.
These things look light.
A couple weeks ago, and I stumbled upon the front forks and the rear shocks in the magazine.
I've seen
no
the
one's
one
been
test.
able to tell me what the rear shock nobody's ever seen before.
The rear shock. But the forks, I saw an MXA article where they had a bike and they put these forks on it and they were claiming all this bitching and cool and everything.
Right.
But, you know, who had the money to back in the bike?
Right.
Well, even today, aren't the works suspensions like $7,000 now from like Pro Circuit?
Well,
If you want to get forks and a shock,
Yeah.
like a KYB special.
yeah,
Well, we were talking about that on the way down, you know, I mean, you can get like the run-of-the-mill production shit, but if you want to get that extra little 1/10%,
well, you
You're
know
gonna
what,
pay
for the average
10
guy, the
times.
production stuff is more than adequate nowadays,
today, yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
A nice tank. Did you have that redone?
Yes,
Yeah.
we used to get all these clowns that would come into the shop and talk about horsepower and speed and performance and everything, and then you'd go out riding with him, and the guy would take off, and you could hear him ride around the track, and he'd go brrr, ding, 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 brrr, ding, 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 brrr, ding, 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 and you come back, and he goes, man, my bike's slow. You know, your bike's not fucking slow. Fucking go out there, hold the throttle wide open, and leave it, right? Go,
yeah,
Ben came back and told me it was
exactly.
you know, and you think, fuck, it's not the bike, it's not the engine. It's you, man.
So I wonder if these have like cartridge internals, no?
No.
I don't believe so, but I've never taken them apart yet. 'Cause
Well,
you see the
So if it doesn't have
You
cartridge internals, what does it have
Well,
then?
what do you mean? Well, you mean like a separate cartridge?
Yeah.
No, it's got a damper rod with a tube and some holes in it, but it doesn't.
regular-
It's not going to have like a stack shim
Well, it
stack.
could.
You
could.
think?
It's going to be like an automotive shock, right? It's going to have.
I know that's what, I believe that's what they also put in those.
I don't think it's got like a decarbon shim stack with a little valve like that's in the shock with like wave stacks on both sides.
I don't know,
I
Joe.
doubt it. The most I've ever seen was a spring and a washer.
So this would be works like 76, 75, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Six,
it probably
seven,
wouldn't have
eight,
cartridge.
6, 7, and
Well,
8.
Cartridge didn't come till the 80s, right?
Well, it's
No.
not. It's not going to have a cartridge. It's not going to have like an emulsive. What do you call it? A emulator.
Emulator.
The most I've ever seen was a washer on a hole with a spring behind it.
Those have emulators.
Okay, but
Yeah.
that's a little piston with holes drilled in, and then like wave stack. Right?
It's a race tech emulator.
Yeah. And it's the precision machining of the holes. I don't think so. I don't know. I've never had them apart. I don't. You know.
Where'd you get this thing, Mike?
I bought that from a guy, and I bought that just because of Jim Pomeroy being a close friend. Guy that has done testing for the magazines had it, was keeping it at his house. His buddy moved away, and he had 2 bikes, and I ended up buying that for $500.
Does it run?
Yeah.
Does it run? Does it run? Does it run? Why does everybody get does it run? Does it run?
Oh, I thought-
Ride their
Does it
bikes,
run?
Joe.
I thought the pistons were just made out of Swiss cheese on these
I'm
things.
glad none of my bikes run. Mike, does this one run?
Yeah, when I put it together.
When it's pushed off a cliff.
Here's the tank for it.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
So you just had that redone?
No, this is actually.
Really?
This is original. A guy took it off his bike in
Aluminum.
his living room. No, it's fiberglass.
Oh, it's fiberglass?
Yeah, the tacos are fiberglass because of this chip. He found one brand new in the box in Spain.
No way.
So he
With the
sold-
badges and everything.
Yeah, and these are water soluble badges,
Decals.
decals, badges.
Wow.
As the brick.
So you can't put water on them.
No, you soak them in water to peel them off to put them on.
You gonna redo that
thing,
thing?
That's kind of what my anticipation was.
It's kind of weird. It's something different, right? So you gotta kind of get in the groove of both taco parts and stuff. Yeah. Oh, it's a 370?
Yeah.
Wow.
And they go by numbers, not by years like the Japanese, but basically it's, this is reproduced,
It's
but
like a
the
Model
others
6 or
were,
a Model 7. And
it's a 168.
I didn't get that. Can I pull it out?
Sure,
like a patent or something.
yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's similar to the designation at work. We call it a HRA.
Yeah. So here's the bike, the way it's supposed to
269
be.
or something. You were showing me that last time. That's bitching, Mike. This is really a good bike. Some taco guy would fucking freak out about this.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
I may sell it, and if so, I'm gonna pull the shocks off, and I'll sell those separately, and
What year is it?
it's like a 76.
With a low pipe.
Yes. But they started to make a pipe.
T at 125.
That's gonna be my, and did you get that email, Joe?
It's 250.
No, I think it's a 125.
Some of it's got email like, 5 times a day. Tom, can I
Oh, no, about the cylinder, about the Gajuba and the print and everything.
Yeah, but I looked and I told you, Kawasaki, Yamaha has that, what you need. But I don't need any Kawasaki, I don't need any Yamaha. Right? So all the little, so anything that's TS125, it's got like little bitty transfer ports like this, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it wasn't until the RMs that they finally went to like the square transfer ports. But this style transfer port that looks like fucking Kawasaki Yamaha. Yamaha had those big transfer ports like that. So I would say, I don't have anything.
This is gonna be my second most, for the second bike, which will be this. That's what that, it's gonna be that, another one of those.
You never put the 250 or the 370 or anything in the seats, huh? Because the worst bike didn't do it?
No. That was the cover I made back when I was in style.
Because what we would always do, we would
How old is this
plot
seat?
out the negative of it on the
We covered it. You
The seat.
feel the foam. It's all beat up underneath. Vintage Factory sells the foam, right? This is old foam or new foam?
That's old phone, that's the original.
It's old foam, but you made the seat cover.
Yes.
What a grippy seat.
Nice seat.
It's semi-grippy.
Semi-grippy.
That's, yeah.
Not maxi grippy
Right.
or ultra grippy.
Sometimes you can make your
Or
pants
quad
fall
grippy.
off.
Yeah.
Or dual
That's why-
grippy.
Yeah, that's why,
It's semi-grippy.
You don't want
they'll
it too
feel that
grippy.
and then feel that's
That's really grippy, right?
That's grippier than that. I wish they were all.
Yeah, because that's almost.
I never did like these though.
I didn't
Never
either.
did like these.
Really?
I don't know why.
I hate
I
getting
have a
stuck in the
rhythm.
middle of my
Can't
bike.
slide
I know.
And you see I had it lengthened.
Yeah.
I just like the slippery vinyl ones. Don't you?
Yeah, I don't know why.
But see,
I'm-
that's
that
a
way.
T&M swing arm.
Oh, that is? I didn't know who made it. I saw it. That's steel.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really well made.
and this is RM125.
From Joe.
You think this would fit on my TS100 race bike? A swing arm like
Oh
that?
yeah.
Remember
No,
giving me
I
that?
don't know.
You think it would?
You just need a little roller down the bottom. That is a bitchin' little chain guide.
Yeah.
Fits the
Well,
end.
I need to get the roller. I've got all the hardware.
Yeah.
No, I got those on my TS100.
Right.
Those are great.
That's a bitchin' little piece.
It's
great.
been going. I see it.
Well,
on
the chain
Facebook.
rubs against it, you know?
I don't- I-
You used to rub
I
against
haven't
this
been
and this and everything else, you know what I
Been
mean?
going down.
Yeah, I've been
It's a nice
going-
little chain guide. They need all that kind of
I
crap.
wanna
Yeah, I'm
start-
gonna start riding it again.
That's
Now
kinda
I've
right.
got, these stuff.
Like he
I
takes the
ride.
fork
yeah.
tooth.
See, that's my thing. I want to start doing that. Just 2012. Get back.
Mike might want to give the full story, but let me see if I can quote part of it.
Okay, let's hear it. These are pretty true.
These are like current day torque tubes off of like a KX80 or something.
It's
CR
1990 CR80.
1990 CR80s have been shortened and then DLC coded, so they have all the valving and everything that fits in there still comes out the bottom, so it has like the emulators and everything that fit in here.
No, they'll go underneath that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
They'll fit in there.
yeah. So this is what we realized when we started doing the vintage bikes. If you could find a later model fork leg and just take the guts, the top, the steel fork tube out that had the later model valving, and then just put the old style fork slider on the bottom.
That would be beautiful if it worked.
Yeah, some of them fit. Okay, if you went like a couple years ahead, you're going like 3 generations ahead. So Mike had the tube shortened and cut and rethread and everything to make it look like an old style, 30?
I can only have
30.
7 inches of travel.
So this is like a current day fork tube shortened with all the late model guts and everything.
What I did is I
what kind of fork lower?
I
do you
went to
have?
put a TM400 front end on it, okay, because it now goes to 35 millimeters. Well, the CR80 is 35 millimeters. So now by going to that, I can use the Race Tech emulators and make it like a cartridge fork, all right? But they have 13 inches of travel, so I had to cut the tubes, have the tubes rethreaded, had the billet caps made,
It turns into an involved process.
had the caps made,
Yeah.
had the dampening rods cut and shortened and re-welded. Then to nitrite the fork tubes, you had to cut off the bottom and pull the needle bearings out that are internal and then weld it all back together. And then I had to take the fork legs.
So what fork loader are you gonna use?
So you got $1,000 in these forks already.
I've got 1,500 wrapped up in the front.
1,500 now, yeah.
Here's the fork.
So that's the 250 tube?
This is the
125?
400 tube, but I had to have it gun drilled out
To
and
get the right.
everything, because this has a Teflon bushing that goes on the bottom of the fork leg.
It doesn't slide on the steel tube, it slides on the bushing.
Right, but it wouldn't allow it to go into the leg because it was so much fatter. So I had to gun drill those out too.
You did that or someone else did that?
No, you
Well, I
cleanse
had
it
to
out.
have somebody do it.
Yeah.
But see, this is the bottom of the dampening rod. We had to cut it off, shorten it down, re-weld it and everything. Except now I can't find the
You know
other
some good
piece.
welders, that's for sure.
I can't find the other piece.
Cone?
I went to the Honda dealer, they want $40 for it.
The cone? That's Honda? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me know if you need it, give me the part number, because I can get a dealer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably can do the same thing.
Okay,
Do work, but
yeah, yeah, I'm just
little,
saying, Mike.
little shit like that.
I know,
the onesie, it's not worth
Okay. Yeah, the time after
asking
that.
asking a favor. I'd rather do it for something that is substantial.
So when is the magazine going to do a story on your garage?
We are right now. You're taking notes, right?
Don't ask
I
me.
got it making videos.
You want something to drink or eat? And I got nibbles too.
We're going out for
I'm getting hungry.
hamburgers for lunch, right, guys?
I like the gold rims.
You guys hungry?
Suzuki's look beautiful with gold rims, I think. Way better than anything else.
Yeah, I want to really start.
Oh wait, noon.
I want to start getting out there to do the ARX races again.
Well, I've got my race bike. I just got to get it together.
Yeah?
I need to have someone help me put it together. Yeah, I got my different gas tank for it and my,
Is it a TS100?
yeah, I got the motor built and the suspension done, but just got to get the seat and the tank back together. What are you drinking? Coffee?
It's peanut butter, I put it in the microwave and makes it like really liquid-like.
What is it? Peanut butter?
Yeah, I put peanut butter in the microwave and then I just drink it. Don't you guys do that?
I thought every guy did.
It's coffee.
I love peanut butter, but
I can't afford the freaking $5 for a fucking Starbucks coffee. So all the
No
guys at work
kidding.
make fun of me because I take this to work
Here's
every
my
day. And they
coffee.
go, oh, you get coffee in a mason jar and everything. And then everybody walks around and goes to the coffee they have at work is really fucking crappy. Mike, let's just go out to lunch. Let's go get a hamburger somewhere. Save your room.
Your treats for yourself.
I bought all this stuff
For us?
guys for nibbles.
I know, but if we're gonna go.
Well, he made,
Well, I know.
it's here. Let's eat his food.
Yeah, here's a knife. Pasta?
You don't have any tools in here to open a dip jar.
I can't even open it.